Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of the Crust. And in the last episode, we started setting up these large batteries here and getting our medium solar panels all set up. It looks like we could use a little bit more medium solar panels because we're not filling up the batteries. We're like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way through the day. Well, maybe we'll have to see. Maybe it will be fine. Probably am going to have to add a few more anyway. But for now, what I have done down here is we finished cleaning up a bunch of this stuff in the last episode. Well, not cleaning it up, but destroying it. And now what I've done is I've connected all of these guys together. And I was able to put 2 of these extractors on every single ore deposit. So I don't know if that's just standard or if I just got super lucky or what. But then what I've done, because these belts can transport, I don't know how I figured that out. Here, these belts can transport 60 resources per minute. Whoopsie daisy. And these guys produce 20 resources per minute. It means we can put 3 extractors on 1 belt. So I've just gone ahead and linked them all up together. So I have 3 per belt, which means I have 4 full belts of stuff coming in here. Now what I've done with that is I put 2 belts into a bulk storage and then 2 belts into a bulk storage. And then what I've done here is I've kind of done it again, and this is allowing me to mix all 4 of my belts together. Urgent contract available. Hey, we can actually do this for once. Except we can actually do this contract for once. Okay, we want this one, right? Send resources, and it's gonna take a lot of stuff, but for once we actually have the resources, so bingo, there we go. Holy cow, that feels good. All right, so what I was saying was this is going to allow me to mix all 4 of my Regolith things together, because if you click on these, for example, or just hover over them, you can see that what's coming out of this is 47% silicone. So that means that Regolith is going to be producing a lot of silicone, but there's other stuff in it. Like there's other things. So we're getting like 3% titanium, 3% aluminum, stuff like that. And then this one is 50% iron, but with a little bit of other stuff mixed in there as well. So basically what I'm trying to do is make sure that all of my Regolith extracting things basically have the same amount of stuff coming out of them. So this allows me to do that.
Research
Very
complete.
cool. Or at least I think it's going to allow me to do that. 2 research tree. What are we working on in here? Not a whole lot at the moment. We can't really do anything else just yet. We're kind of full up on stuff. So we'll just let that continue to do its thing for now. Nothing to see there. Okay, why is this not working? I need power? Hello? Guys? Please. So the plan is to take the resources out of there and then get a bunch of these Regolith. I always forget where they are. Mining. Here we go. Multi-Regolith. So we need a bunch of these. And we're going to be putting the resources in that end and taking everything else out the other end. Gotta leave a little bit of room so that we can fit this stuff. Can I flip this as well? There we go. So it'll match. Okay. And hopefully that leaves me enough room. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. Let's start with, well, I have 4 outputs. Let's start with 4. And we'll see how that goes. Crap, which way did I send this? Uh-oh. I don't remember. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hang on, I think we can tell by the texture. Right? Is that... wait, this is upside down. Yeah, that should be right? Those little circle fan things are pointing towards each other? Well, we can hope it is. Okay, there we go. We got 4 outputs. We got 4 of those. Hopefully that ratio is right. If I need to double it up, I guess we have to dig deeper this way so that we'll have room. Or maybe we can find a way to squish these things a little bit tighter together because they're, yeah, I only really need 3. I'm gonna need an underground belt in there somewhere, aren't I, at some point? Yes, I will. Okay, interesting. Unless we come out the back. No, we'll still need an underground belt, no matter what. I was trying to get all sneaky there, but I think no matter what, we're gonna need an underground belt. So maybe it makes the most sense to run the underground belt right into here. Oh, maybe we can't. Oh, maybe we can't. These underground belts don't connect directly to things. So if I wanted to do something like that, we'd have to do this, which is not that bad. That's not bad, right? I don't think so. Okay, so now we are working towards some regolith refining here. I have hooked up these belts in there, and I've kind of tried to do it in a way that I could leave a belt or like a row for belts down in here if we needed to. So I think we're going to need to. There's a lot of outputs coming out of these things, so we'll have to probably use some coming backwards and some going forwards, I think. I don't want to mess this up, so we got to kind of wait for it to get built. Maybe I can increase the priority of these. Because once it gets built, we can figure out if my ratios are even correct, and then if they are, then I'll have to figure out how I'm going to organize that stuff, and then we're going to have to start an actual refining area over here where we smelt it and turn it into all sorts of stuff. Oh, yes, we have brought them to life. Okay. Oh, perfect. It takes 60. Oh, they take 60. That is so good. Because we have 60 per belt right now. So that actually just worked out exactly how we needed it. Now, I wish there was a way you could change the outputs on this thing, and maybe there is. I don't know. Can you, like, do some stuff? Maybe not. Configuration of conveyors. Detailed configuration of conveyors. Is that what I'm looking for? Or? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is if we start connecting all of these, yeah, that should look pretty good. So I'm going to bring all of the red stuff down, I think, and we're just gonna go straight this way with it. Oh man, you know what I just realized? We've got more ore popping up. Okay, we're gonna ignore it for now though. We're gonna ignore it. This can go this way. And in fact, if I go here first, then this can just connect into there. And this can go there. Okay. Now the same thing with this. Is this ice? Or is that... Oh, that's probably aluminum, right? So we'll go there. And then we'll go there. That can all connect. And then we're going to have to go under... Yeah. This is going to be great. We're going to go under. And then the same thing here. That should look nice. Okay, and then we're going to have to go under. Okay, so we go under here. That looks good. We go under here. That's not bad. That is not bad. That's going to be a little bit weird because I don't want to get too close to that ore because we're going to probably need to get into it at some point. But there's two of our outputs right now. This guy, you know what? Let's do something with the slag first because it's just coming right out of the end. So we'll just shoot it out here, way out of the way, maybe. I think that will work. I don't know. We'll just shoot it way out of the way for now. And then we can connect all of these guys together. Here comes the slag. And then we just have aluminum and silicone to deal with. And I don't like this slag going up there. I think we want the aluminum, or whatever this one is, to go up there. Like that. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. That should be a little bit better. What's this one has to connect with this one. And this one also connects with those. Okay. How far does this go? Oh my god, that goes far. Oh, we could just go all the way. Okay, that should work if we just connect that there. And connect that there. Then all we need to do is connect these last few guys, the silicones, together. And bingo. Where do we come out though? Over here? You know what? It's not bad. Maybe we can come out right here. I think. We'll come out right here. And let's get this guy right out there. I hope I didn't mess anything up here. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, and then we'll come out like this. Connect that in there. Connect that in there. Oh my god, that's like all of my money. Okay, contract complete. And off to the research tree we go. Okay, so that should be set up. Oh, another urgent contract is available. Rare earth elements. You have 350. Okay, we can definitely do that. That's 100,000 credits. So we're gonna do that right now. Did I accept this quest? We can't do this. Why would I accept that? Send resources and boom. All right, so that is gonna get us a little bit more money, hopefully. All of this should be working shortly. And, ooh, my rover. I should start bringing him home. You know what? Come home, sir. You have some stuff that I want. Back to base. Okay, and what's going on with this guy? He found a whole pile of aluminum. Maybe we send this guy there first. Send an expedition. Where's my cargo truck? Yeah, go get that first. Okay, we'll go get the aluminum and then we'll come home. Because aluminum, right now, I'm not making any. We should be able to build some here soon. Private lab. No. What the heck's going on here? Where did that thing go? Is he going? I think he's going. Okay, then I don't have to worry about anything else. Oh, we already completed that contract. Another 100,000 in the bank. Okay, that's great. So all of this should be working. Perfect. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's coming together. Okay, now, what do we need? We need some smelters. We need all sorts of stuff here. How do I want to do this part? Because the question is, like, how much am I actually making, right? Like 16 per second or per minute. 17 per minute. Seems like the maximum right now. How about you? They should all be roughly the same because I'm mixing all the stuff and putting it out there. So yeah, it's like around 17 per minute. So what do my smelters actually do? Where are those guys? Smelting furnace. Research complete. What's the ratio of these things here? I would love to just only need one per belt, but I feel like it's going to be more. And man, where am I going to put these things? You know what? I could put some down here, maybe. Let's get one of these things built and we'll see. I don't think there's any way to tell what the ratios are until we build it, so we'll slap it down. Research complete. Okie dokie. What's this? Drones are idle. Guys, get to work. Do some stuff. I don't know. Okay, what do we got here? We want titanium, steel, silicone, and aluminum. And then what else are we what else is coming out of here? Slag. And I don't even know what the other thing is. Oh no, that's it. That's all we're making. We got 5 outputs. Okay, so for example, if we set this titanium, we would need 2 belts or 2 factories. Yep, I think we're gonna need 2 for each of them, essentially. That's how it's gonna have to work, at least for now with our current setup. 2 for each should get the job done nicely. So, you know what? I think a little bit better of an idea, rather than hauling the slag up here, is to go the other way with it. Because we don't really need it going up top where we're using our other stuff. Is that gonna go the right way? I don't know how to make it go the right way. Hopefully it's gonna go the right way. Okay, so this leg's gonna come out down here somewhere for now. Let's get this. No, stop it. You know what? Here, build that. Okay, we'll come this way with the slag. Perfect. That looks better, I think. And then that will give us a little bit more room. It means I don't need this or this. And then we can just run the silicone straight down. What do we got? Bricks and steel? Easy. The problem with that one is it's going to be very heavy. So we'll do it, but we're probably going to need more than one cargo pod, or at least a bigger one. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can fit it all in this one. Bingo. All right, so now we can set both of these. Let's start with the silicone because it's just, I think, better. It's already set up here for us. No, 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 no. We will click here. And just like this. How do I want to do this? Just like this? Okay, silicone will be going. Then we can do basically the same thing for all of our other resources. Whoops. Well, that couldn't have worked out any better. Look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Okay, so that is all working. And now we need to make sure that all those things have power. So let's just grab onto some power over here. And I don't mind having like extra power poles, so let's just do something like that. At least when you have extra power poles, if you need to like grab onto it and shoot off another branch somewhere, it's not a problem. So okay, that is all working. Now, actually, that's really good. Okay, so now we can start making some stuff. What do we want? We're gonna need like plates. We're gonna need bars. We're gonna need, ooh, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Another urgent contract. We can't do aluminum right now. We shouldn't. 30 days though. If we prioritize aluminum, we might be able to do it. Oh, should we try? I don't think so. No, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna regret it though, probably, because once we start making aluminum, we'll probably be fine, but... Okay, now with our new factories, we actually are gonna be making aluminum, so that's gonna be great. Although I don't even know if we have the research required to make aluminum bars. Maybe we do.
Director, we could use some additional drones. These little helpers do a great job with logistics and increase production efficiency.
Okay.
Drones can't compare in efficiency to the conveyor belt.
However, drones are versatile. They can extract oxides from a vein or load capsules for sending contracts. Can a conveyor belt do that?
A conveyor belt can't extract oxides, but it can certainly handle delivering them to the next production module. And loading capsules can be automated with a flight control center. It's equipped with conveyor output specifically for this purpose.
Oh.
I fully support Ratchet on this, Director. The more drones we have, the faster we can send orders. which means we'll make a profit and afford automation. There is an offer to sell drones and Crust solutions, but I suggest keeping an eye on market demand. We might be able to snatch a few drones at a discounted price.
How do we do that? Drones? Oh, we can just buy science points? Technologies soon. I want more drones, please. Anyway, it's fine. Things are working out okay for us. So far, so good. All of my factories here are going to be working soon. What's on this belt? Why is this just plain Regolith? Or what is that? It sure looks like Regolith. What is this? How? Okay, that's what Regolith looks like, just like a pile of rocks. Maybe it's not. But it doesn't look like any of these things either, which is kind of weird. Okay, that must be titanium, right? Titanium, I'm assuming. It's gotta be titanium. Because this one is iron. Iron. And this one is silicone? Must be. Okay. There we go. Oh, we're wasting science points. Oh no. Oh no. Vehicle manufacturing technology allows you to produce smaller vehicles like Rover Scouts and cargo trucks. Rovers, Scouts, and cargo trucks. I don't know if we need to produce those right now. I'd like to be able to make robots, but maybe we have to come down here. Heavy machinery, mobile drilling rig, and ice harvester. Let's do the flight control center. That sounded pretty good. And what else do we want? We need something else that takes green, right? Let's see. What? Oh, we're not making any green right now. That's probably why. Never mind, we don't need this. Yeah, we have no green. Okay, that's good. So, you know what I just realized? I fluked out on this. We've got the slag here, and we've got the silicone coming out right here, which means we can start setting up our smart concrete factories to start disposing of that stuff. Smart concrete. Bingo. So we can just do that right here, and it won't even be a problem. We got all this room here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Maybe like that. Do I want to leave any space, or do I want it nice and tight? I think it'll look better with a little gap, although maybe it's probably not worth it in the end. But anyway, okay, we'll do something like that. I don't know how much these things do. Maybe we don't need this many. That's a lot. Let's get rid of one for now, or maybe even two. I feel like 4 is going to get rid of all of our slag. Okay, so that works out really well. Now we can put a splitter off on this guy. And maybe we don't quite go that far, because we're going to need room for an underground belt in there. Okay, we'll do something like this. This guy is just going to go this way. And then I forget which one was which. I think slag was on the right. Let's see. Let me just double check. I don't think I flopped it over, so it should just be the same. Yeah, slag is on the right. So we can just go ahead and start connecting that. Oh, it tells you when you go to build a belt to it. Okay. Looks really good. And we're gonna need some underground belts. These things are pricey. So I guess we're just gonna go like that, unfortunately. That is just how it's gonna have to be. This one I don't technically need an underground belt here. We could just go like this. Okay. That is just working already? Did I connect that or? Okay. I think it just connected itself, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that looks good. Now all of the concrete can just go and connect into itself. I don't know if we need concrete for anything specifically, but we can put it into a bulk storage. Whoops. Where is our bulk large storage? Let's put this in here. That's not bad. Bingo. Set this to be concrete. Bingo. Everything is coming together. Okay, so now that we've done that, I think what we want to do is put all of these items that are coming out into storages for them, for the items, I think. What am I doing? Whoops. Let's get storage. Do we want large storage? I mean, large storage is not bad. We can just put one here somewhere, one in here somewhere, and one in here somewhere. How expensive are these things actually? Can we just do that, or is that going to be a problem? I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So now that that is done, we can connect all of these in. And now we're starting to produce our tier 1 resources finally. Again, reproduce, I should say. We were making them before. This is going to be silicone. This is going to be titanium. This is going to be aluminum. And this is going to be iron or steel. Okay, so now that we've got all of those raw resources getting stored, or kind of, soon we will be. Let's see, we can start to... Oh, we should do some rare earth stuff as well. We're gonna have to do that soon. Okay, we're gonna have to do that soon. Let's finish our other production chains first. So we need a rolling mill. That's gonna make us plates. And... Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that set up somewhere. And that is going to take in bars. Maybe I can put 2 of these again. We can go one there and down one. One there. Well, these things are a little bit fatter, aren't they? Okay, we'll try something like that. I might regret it later. Smart concrete is done already. Pressing. Okay, we don't need that. Components factory. This takes aluminum and steel, which is not the best because, I mean, titanium and steel, because our titanium is down here and our steel is up here. So I might need to bring some of this out and then haul it up out of the way. We'll figure that out after. Components, that's that one. Microcircuits. Okay, we can't do that. We don't have the rare earth metals. Carbon fiber. Fuel? Is that aluminum? Fuel takes aluminum and ice? Interesting.
Everything is ready for trading. To sell your surplus resources, go to the online market section of the control center.
Okay.
Now select market at the top of the screen.
Is logistics? Market.
You can not only sell missing resources, but also buy them.
Oh.
Since we are currently trying to restore our budget, go to the Sell tab. If you select an available resource on the left side of the screen, you'll see the fluctuations and its cost on the right side. To send a resource for sale, select the appropriate option in the bottom right corner of the screen.
Cool. Okay. If you sell,
Director,
okay.
you should carefully monitor supply and demand. The more resources of a specific type you put on the market, the lower their price will be.
That makes sense. So if we want to just like flood the market with concrete, is it $22 a piece right now? Is that what that means? $22 per chunk of concrete? Wow. Okay, I don't need to sell anything just yet. We're doing okay for money. But it's good to know that we can do that if we need to. Now, I did get rid of 2 of the smart concrete factories because after I built one, it takes 48 resources for one of these things, and these belts can only haul a maximum of 60, so I can only really use 1.5. I guess I could have made this a tier 2 belt, couldn't I? I could have made it a tier 2 belt, but I don't think we need to. We're not making that much slag, so I think we're gonna be fine. Titanium plates, easy peasy. Let's go ahead and do that. And send those guys. Bingo. We don't need this cargo pod though. Standard. Oh, not standard. Not standard. It's too small. This one? Okay, that one is cheaper than the large one. We'll go with it. Okay, and I'm gonna put one more storage thing down here. Maybe a small one. We'll put a small one down. For these guys. Something like that. Bingo. And bingo. And we'll set this to be titanium plates. Okay, there we go. So that's all working. That all looks good. Now we're gonna have to start making chips again. Let's see. Not only chips, but also the components. So components take iron and aluminum, or titanium, I mean. And titanium, we're not actually producing that fast right now. We're supposed to be producing as fast as we can. It takes 9 per minute. And we're making oh, you know what? We're not even close to production rates. This is 12 per one of these things. So I need 2 of these machines per each one. Oh, boy. We need way more room. We need way more room. Okay, well, you know what that means? We're gonna have to destroy everything one more time. Not everything. In fact, I don't have to destroy these things because I can just turn them over and they can start working on something else instead. So there is one. I don't actually want it to delete the power pole, but whatever. Okay. There we go. We'll do that. We'll do that. And we don't need the silicone. You know what? Maybe this one will be silicone. Because we need the silicone down here anyway. So that's going to work out good. So we'll just change all of these over to silicone. And then we should be good. That is one chain done. We got to do that. We got to do that 3 more times. Okay. I've fixed it. I think I fixed it. So we now have 8 of the silicone, titanium, and steel, and I only have 2 of the aluminum ones right now because we're not really making that much aluminum. So I'm not super worried about the aluminum part, but these other ones, we're getting full. As you can see, we're actually full up on iron oxide right now. So hopefully this will fix that issue once the storages and everything else get hooked up here. Looking good. We are getting pretty close to our CPU capacity again, so very soon I'm gonna have to start worrying about that. But I actually like this layout a little bit better because now I can actually make a computer chip factory right over here. We've got the steel being stored right here. We've got the aluminum being stored right here. So that just straight up means I have everything I need to start making our components, not computer chips, sorry, components. So we could build a few of these guys. Again, I don't know how many. Maybe we'll just start with 2. Start with 2 and leave room for a 3rd one, maybe. Let's just go hard, go home, right? Go hard or go home. So there we go. Now we've got a 3rd one. And we need to connect that into there, there, and there. So we'll go like this. And then this one is gonna have to go underground. So we'll do this with it. Come on, like that. And then we're gonna have to go underground a few more times actually. I didn't set this up the best. But it'll work. So we connect that in there. We connect that to there. That goes there. This goes there. It's all gonna be fine. Okay, and then we just need some power, and we're gonna need a storage. Power comes from here. I do like the fact that the power poles produce light. It makes it a lot easier to figure out what you're doing. So that is lovely. Now we just need a storage for those, and I think I'm just gonna go with the small storage. I don't know which way to go with these. Maybe I'll just go up, whatever. And then all of those will connect in there nice and neat like. Make sure this is set to components. Okay, there we have it. Our fancy new factory. Oh, look at that. It's so good. It's so good. So in the next episode, maybe we can start looking at getting our whatever this stuff's called, the rare earth metals. We can start getting that going. And then we can start making some computer chips, I think. We've also got some like miscellaneous things. I really want to get people at some point. We didn't do it up till now because I wasn't making aluminum rods, and this stuff all took aluminum, but now we have aluminum, so things are actually working out okay. So maybe in the next episode we can work on that too. We can get the rare earth metal and finally get some colonists moved in. But we'll have to see how it goes. Guys, I hope you are loving the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And I will see you next time.